Hello my friends and welcome to part 22 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Solo Mode Decks overview. Now before we begin, I'll go over the fact that there's a maintenance note. Anyway, the deck's called Rikka of Alluring Deceit, and then the deck description reads: a mixed deck using Traptrix, which specialize in luring your opponent into your traps. Use effects that can be activated when Traptrix Mamilio is successfully summoned to collect necessary trap cards to your hand. Traptrix Mamilio is an insect type monster itself, but you can use it to deploy plant type monster on the field if you use it as material to link summon Traptrix Hera. Combine the deployment of Rikka monsters and the tactics of Traptrix to lead your opponent into their demise. So, before I begin with the actual deck overview, I would like to take a moment to say that if you are enjoying this type of content or the other type of content I do, if you happen to watch the other type of content and this type of content as well, please subscribe. It would really help a lot. And if you are already subscribed, please take a moment to comment either to the pinned comment that I always do on the verse now, or just leave your own unique comment. Okay, so now let's get into this. Traptrix Mamilio, here we go. This is the first of the Traptrix. And like all the other Traptrix, pretty much, they're all either unaffected by whole normal traps. I believe that's the same for all the main deck monsters. Anyway, this is one of the main decks, so this is unaffected by holes only. That's fine though. I don't think there are any whole non-normal traps, but if there are, this would still be affected by that. Anyway, when it's normal summon, you get to search for a whole normal trap, and being able to like pick the exact right one for the situation is really nice too. And then if it's normal, if it's special summon, which is plenty of ways to get this special summon, even during the opponent's turn, you get to destroy a spell or trap. It's not bad, and that's not even once per turn. Traptrix Nepenthes. Yeah, this is one of the ones that can special summon your Traptrix monsters that have an effect on special summon. Traptrix Dionea special summons one Traptrix from the graveyard instead of the deck, which is good for getting back monsters that were destroyed. And when special summon itself, this is another one that has an effect on special summon. You get to reset a whole normal trap, and I do literally mean reset it. Yeah, this one lets you exchange one of your set spells or traps for another. A perfect way to make it so that Dionea's setting ability doesn't actually banish a card if you can't activate it right away. And then it also has the effect on normal summon to search for a Traptrix. So this one searches for a whole normal trap, which is basically they're in archetype traps in a way, because like they're all about the trap holes. Anyway, all the cards I'm skipping, I'm just gonna say, like, you can all see them in part 19 where I go over the Rikkas as a whole, like where like it was more of a pure Rikka engine that also contained a few like just like good plant support cards in general, unless I say otherwise. Traptrix Vesiculo, this one lets you special summon herself by setting a set trap, which you can get back using another one of your Traptrix monsters. It's always best to choose the worst of the two traps that you're sending, just to make sure that you have the other one ready for your opponent. She can also reset whole normal traps, so she can basically bring back the ones that you had to send. Okay, then the next one, Vorspiel. I guess, like, I mean, I did technically already go over this, but I guess, like, there's some new targets for the Forge Build here. So besides the Rikkas, the Traptrix targets, as I was saying, Vesiculo, not bad if you already have holes in your graveyard. And then here's the trap holes. I'm sure a lot of you know what a lot of these old school trap holes do, but like, just to put it in a few words, like these are like about like punishing your opponent for committing certain actions that they're gonna be performing anyway. The cool thing about this one is it also like shuts down pendulums hard, because then when they pendulum summon, anything with 1500 more attack that has been summoned at the same time, they're all getting banished. As long as they can be destroyed too. Traptrix Trap Hole. Destroy 2 monsters while you have no traps, although you can bypass the whole having no traps by just sending off of Traptrix, the one exceed. Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This one activates when a monster activates its effect. And then here's another one, Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. Allows you to special summon it. If it's your first turn and you don't have any traps, you can just special summon it just by setting it basically on the same turn. So it's a way to get out 2 monsters right away. Yeah. It also, like, if you don't want to just bring out one of the rank 4s, you could also like put a Traptrix monster, go into Sarah, and then activate this to get Sarah's effect right away. And then Floodgate Trap Hole, which in some cases can be better than Destroy or Banish, if like they can't easily get rid of that monster. It's also good for decks that like need that monster on the field, like that depend on their first normal summon or something, or their one monster being on the field, like kind of like sprites, where they're kind of dependent on having a level 2 in order to be able to like special summon all of the other sprites. So fun fact, you can't go into links with monsters I've put face down, even if the links are calling for generic monsters. Or you can't use them for synchro material either. This is one that just banishes, although it does banish face down, which is really nice. So it can also bypass the cards that are still fine in the banish zone, but they're not going to be fine if they're banished face down. So, and then Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Oh, I guess it does. This one doesn't actually destroy. But yeah, it negates effects of monsters activated in the hand of the graveyard. Though you don't want to negate an effect that can just activate again. And then Rikka Tranquility. I already went over that. I went over the black ship. Traptrix Reflasia. Protects your Traptrix. Also, this is the one that allows you to activate holes directly from your deck by saying them, which is why you only need to run 1 of each, because like you can either search them out of the deck with a few of the Traptrix cards, or just get them activated anyway with the Reflasia. And this one is the one that makes Treacherous Trap Hole still playable even if you're running other traps, because you can just send the Treacherous Trap Hole and bypasses that restriction, so you still get to destroy 2 even if you have other traps in your graveyard. Number 70, Malevolent Sin. A good way to temporarily get rid of monsters. Also really good with Exceed monsters, since they lose their materials and they aren't getting those back. And also, like, the attacking can be a pretty nice bonus feature, especially if you can get up pretty high. Traptrix Alluring. Useful for special summoning your Traptrix. But it doesn't only special summon the Traptrix. It will also special summon your Rikkas as long as they're a low enough level, since they're also plants. Also, it can special summon your opponent's monsters that get sent to the grave because of your own card effect, which you have plenty of cards that can get them into the grave. Oh, or banished. Though unfortunately, it doesn't work with the network trap hole, since it needs to have been face up. And then Araya, they actually have another Sylvan monster. This one excavates cards. It sends plants and then any other cards that were non-plants. Oh yeah. And then you return however many plants you sent to the graveyard. Equal to that number, you return cards from on the field to the hand. Oh yeah, and then the others go to the bottom of the deck. You're probably gonna be milling plenty of plants, though sometimes you could get unlucky and not be able to excavate anything, which does kind of stink. And then it does have that first effect as well, which, I mean, makes it so that you can look at the top card, so you can like see if it's worth activating the detach effect, so you don't have to detach without knowing, which is nice because you can't activate both of these effects on the same turn. And ditching a plant isn't too bad for that effect. Went over that one. Yeah. And then Sarah is the Traptrix link. One of the Traptrix link, as they do have two now, but I believe the other one is newer. I think this one was the first to come out, or I'm not sure if they came out at the same time in the TCG, but either way, this one, they're both pretty good, I'm sure. This one is unaffected by trap effects. Yeah, see that, as what I was saying. See, this one is unaffected by trap effects while it has been tailed. Oh, so that's the similarity between the exceeds and then the links are just always. So the links are just a little bit better. Yeah. But they do have to be link summoned, so if there's special summon without being link summoned, they are no longer unaffected by trap effects. But I still think like this is the better of the unaffected, because eventually these will stop being unaffected and these will pretty much always be unaffected. And also for the fact that you can keep activating the effect for longer. All it takes is for two activations, two detach activations, for these to not be unaffected. Oh, although if you do only put on 2 level 4s for this, and then you detach 2 right away, it'll stop being unaffected. So maybe 1 activation for this one. Although if you do use 3, you can use the activation once and she'll pretty much be as good as a Sarah or a Kalaria with the unaffected, if you think about it, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Okay, and then anyway, Sarah, as I was saying, like, she combos pretty well with the Shade Brigadine, because you make her and then you do the Shade Brigadine, since it doesn't matter if you control other cards, it just has to be that you don't have any other traps in your graveyard. And then she special summons a Traptrix monster. And if you really wanted to, you could, I think there are Traptrix that can special summon another one when they're special summon, maybe. I'm not sure, but okay, maybe they're on, but I still think it's worth going about it that way. Because Traptrix Sarah is a really good card. And then the other effect allows you to set a whole normal trap directly from the deck when another Traptrix monster effect is activated. Which even works on the opponent's turn. Like, just bring out a Traptrix monster with a first effect, that has an effect on special summon. Or maybe a Traptrix monster that has a quick effect, because I believe there should be Traptrix monsters, even in your main deck, that do have quick effects. And then Kularia is the other one. That allows you to reset a whole normal trap. Though I don't think she's as neat. You do get the special summon of a Traptrix in your graveyard, which is pretty nice after they're destroyed, which Sarah only gets them from the deck. But probably don't really need to worry about going into her right away. Definitely don't use up the Sarah just to go into the Kularia. Like, if you can later on put two Traptrix and like use two Traptrix that one of them isn't Sarah, you could go into this. Unless maybe you could go into Exceeds. It might be worth going into Exceeds first, I'm not sure. I don't really play the deck a lot, so I'm not sure all the best ways of playing the deck, but maybe someone can explain a lot better if they think maybe there's some combo lines that I missed. And if you want to let me know how I did on explaining the deck, you can feel free to let me know there. Anyway, that'll do it for today's deck overview for the solo mode. I hope you enjoyed that deck overview, and I also hope you enjoyed the little bit of that maintenance notice, the call to that for those who were maybe thinking about playing around that time, or maybe that's usually the time of playing. Now you know to maybe like plan ahead. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the outro now, but I will make sure to leave the thank yous here in the description, as well as the verse in the description, and make that pinned comment about the verse, like, so that people can share their thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider ringing that notification bell for regular content. You can either ring the notification bell to be notified of all my videos, or personalized by simply clicking the notification bell and selecting all or personalized. All is being notified about all my videos, whether you watch them or not, and personalized is being notified of the videos that you watch the most. Also, if you would like to leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. You can leave a comment about anything, either pertaining to the video, pertaining to the verse I leave in the description, or just something random if you'd like. Just please keep it appropriate. You can even leave an emote if you would like, but just be aware that it may lock you out if you paste too many of the same emote in a day. Just in case, like, if you decide one day you just paste emotes on a whole bunch of my videos, just keep that in mind. Usually you can fix that by either going with a different emote or by posting multiples of that emote instead of just the one. And thank you everyone who do watch my videos, and a big thanks to those who do watch all of my videos, but still thank you to everyone who only watches a couple once in a while, or just watches one of the games. I understand how it is, no matter how you do it. It's just appreciated, no matter what, no matter how you decide to go about viewing my videos.